Hi everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. So what are we doing? Well, we just rolled out of my bed to use the bathroom and we were doing some Smallville last night. Yeah, we did some Smallville. I didn't actually go to sleep until I don't know, same time as I did the night before. But right now it is like, I don't know, 7 in the morning out here in the West. And so, okay, we are going to talk a little bit about some Sega. So, okay, 10 underrated Sega games that everybody forgot about, ranked in no particular order. Now, Sega was actually founded in the 40s. Yeah, the 1940s. It started as a slot machine game, except it became video games a lot later. Since then, they've been a major player in the video game industry, and they're still selling them like hotcake. However, the popularity today is nothing compared to like they were in the 90s. Again, I am ashamed to say that I was born on the end of that decade. But again, maybe that's not a bad thing because again, at least I had a childhood that had some of the best TV ever conceived of. So, because so many amazing games were released on Sega at the time, some of the best titles have been wrongly forgotten. Games like Mega Man and Space Channel 5 do not get enough love or respect they deserve today. But all these retro games are still classics nonetheless. First on this list, we got Contra. Contra Hardcore is one of the hardest games you can find today. Contra Hardcore is a run and gun video game published by another friend of ours, Konami. Konami is another video game publishing company that did a lot of stuff for Sega. And again, it's a sequel to the third one, set years after the event of the actual game. Now, the titular game also took you on yet another alien invasion threatening the world. It's kind of up to you to stop them. The game its name, being one of the hardest titles on the Sega Genesis library. This is not surprising for the Contra series, because, like they always been known for being harder as the most other video game franchises. That also said, there are plenty of things that could make life easier for a player as they move through an immersive world and surprisingly engaged story. Sonic the Hedgehog Master System actually gets overlooked. While Sonic the Hedgehog was a hit on Sega Genesis, another game with the same title was completely overlooked as an 8-bit Sonic game that was released on a Master System and also on Game Gear. While it did receive positive hits and reviews, the Genesis game got all the attention. It features a digital fast blue character squaring against the sworn nemesis, Dr. Robotnik, who was transforming innocent animals into dead robots to aid with world domination. Sonic the Hedgehog was the last game released for the Master System. Therefore, the Master System is just a short-lived system. So much so that it's fitting to the name. While the Master System version is isn't as slow as the Genesis counterpart. It also is a little less flashy. That actually gives the game more charm than most people thought. Mega Man. So what's going on with Mega Man? Mega Man on the Game Gear does not seem to get enough attention either. Okay, Mega Man is just a video game icon. But then he's also been completely forgotten about. The action platform game, developed by Freestyle Games and published by US Gold, is a notable shift from the usual Capcom. Also, a competitive studio that's done video games from the past. The game blends elements from Mega Man 4 and 5, incorporating a story beat and a boss battle in both. As always, Mega Man is always against the evil Dr. Wily and his army of robots. Despite the limitations in the hardware of this handheld entry, it is a surprisingly charming addition to the series. It felt like the return to form after the changes introduced in a title like Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 10. However, the current screen does not hold back to the fast-paced action this series was known for. Panzer Dragoon series is an underrated Sega Saturn RPG. The Panzer Dragoon games also are somewhat typically a real shoot game. The Panzer Dragoon Saga series is an RPG developed by Team Andromeda and published by Sega for the failed system, the Sega Saturn. It follows a mercenary named Edge on a mission of revenge against a piracy group called the Black Fleet. To reach his goal, he had to fight on trusted dragons. So it's kind of sort of like Avatar. It's kind of sort of like How to Train Your Dragon, except it's not either of those at all. Released near the end of the Sega Saturn's life in the United States, Panzer Dragoon marks a very notable shift from the series, but the change in direction does not seem to pay off in a good way. The game is easy to get into, but it's not too easy at all. The battle, again, is very forgivable. Psycho Fox. This is a game that never made to the Sega Genesis. Psycho Fox is a game developed by Vic Tokai, which is now a communication company in Japan. This is published by Sega and the Sega Master Systems. However, the game is set in a world ruled by foxes, and the fox religion that is dominant of the faith. One follower is sent by religion to stop a nefarious supernatural entity causing chaos and mayhem. As a way to release on the Sega Master System and one that never appeared in this Genesis, Psycho Fox stands where it's so fun to play on the platform. It's also easy to pick up. It may not be the most imaginative game in the genre, but the level design and gameplay are still enough to keep people interested. Nights into Dreams is an incredible game made by Sonic Team. Or should we just say Team Sonic? Sonic Team, or like Team Sonic. It just makes more sense to say Team Sonic, not Sonic Team. Flip the word around, just say Team Sonic. Don't say Sonic Team. And just like, no. So Night into Dreams is one of the very few non-Sonic Hedgehog titles developed by Team Sonic. Today, the Sega Saturn game features a titular knight the magically good nightmare, where they team up with children to defeat evil nightmare people, infesting their dream with dark and terrible nightmares. In the absence of the main story storyline of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Saturn, Nights into Dreams is often considered one of the best games on one of the most struggling consoles of all fucking time. So then it's easy to see why, considering how accessible their game is to the chunky ass mechanics, and then player fly through a ring and collect power ups to advance through, making it a very simple yet entertaining experience of a game. Grand Theft Auto 2. Grand Theft Auto 2, I just read about it just the other day. On just for shits and giggles, I just decided, oh, let me just read about Grand Theft Auto 2. And yeah, it's a very massively underrated, underappreciated, and a game on the Dreamcast that does not seem to get enough respect. Grand Theft Auto 2. Now, this remains to be the only entry released in that series that has been on a Sega console, and it goes all the way back to the Dreamcast. This is set in a past tense of 2013, and we know 2013 has came and passed, so that's how outdated this game is. It follows your character Quad Speed as he takes criminal jobs in a corporation world. So then the 2D Grand Theft Auto games, including Grand Theft Auto 2, is often overshadowed by the 3D successor, which is a share given their unique strength. This entry has no exceptions, often more straightforward experiences than the ones we know today. Its presence on the Sega console only adds to more of its charm and appeal. Now, this is one of my dad's favorite games. We're about to tell you what one of my dad's favorite video games is. Defenders of the Oasis. Now, this is one of my dad's favorite games. And you want to know which dad I'm talking about? Yeah, my stepdad, my first stepdad, the one that we dedicate this channel towards. One of his favorite games is Defenders of the Oasis. It's a Game Gear staple. He actually had a Game Gear actually back in the 90s. But anyway, Defenders of the Oasis is a very popular video game, despite the fact it does not seem to get enough love or respect for the generations of the much later part in the world. However, it's based on a Middle Eastern collection of kind of like sort of like Arabian Nights, and it basically is like kind of like Aladdin. It's kind of like Aladdin, except it's more generic and kind of offshoot of Aladdin. Defenders of the Oasis has been a really, really, really fucking good game. So much so that, again, it's kind of a shame that it got replaced by Aladdin, because they had Aladdin on the Sega Genesis, and they had it on the Nintendo, and all that other shit. But yes, Defenders of the Oasis is one of those rare gems that, again, my father loved playing. Um, I'm still I'm still not over the fact that my father is not around anymore. Because, again, I just know that deep down, um, yeah, I know my father's personally, like, not my first one, but my second one and me for third one. But again, my father's favorite game, The Defenders of the Oasis, which is basically just an offshoot of Aladdin. Okay, Space Channel 5. This deserves a comeback. You know why? Because it follows a game in a outer space kind of setting where you fight off a bunch of alien armies. Well, you also have to be, I don't know, you have to be, it's kind of like April O'Neil, except instead of April O'Neil interviewing the turtles, it's like she's interviewing the aliens instead. So it's kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles nostalgic kind of sense, except it's like instead of channel news that we know from the Ninja Turtles fashion, it's kind of like, I don't know, more like in the defense of aliens. The Dreamcast again had some really good ideas. Also, Michael Jackson made a cameo appearance, which is really worth it. Castlevania Bloodlines. Now that's another one of my father's favorite games. So yeah, it is very good. Again, that was set in a timeline that was before Count Dracula. It follows them as they try to hunt vampires, almost like Blade. Uh, the Blade films, except not necessarily the Blade films, but long, long, long time ago before the Blade films. So let's check this time check and make sure. Oh shit, we're over. Well, we're over 15 minutes. So, well, I guess since it's not going on productions, because on productions, I have no fucking idea why I have to keep it under 15 for that. I think it's because I don't have enough subscribers or some bullshit like that. I don't know. But anywho, and anyway, I will see you next time on The Hut.